Animism by Dave Marsland of Cardiff Theosophical Society. Animism is a belief system that attributes spiritual essence or souls to all natural elements, including animals, plants, and even inanimate objects. It is rooted in the idea that everything in the world possesses a unique life force or energy. In animism, the world is seen as a complex, interconnected web of beings, where humans are just one part of a larger community of living entities. This worldview often includes rituals and practices aimed at maintaining harmony and balance between humans and the natural world. Animism is a complex and multifaceted concept that has been a subject of scholarly enquiry and debate for centuries. It encompasses a diverse range of beliefs and practices and has been a significant aspect of many indigenous cultures around the world. The concept of animism has its roots prior to the advent of civilization and can be traced back to the animistic beliefs of hunter-gatherer societies. These early humans perceived the natural world as being inhabited by various spiritual entities such as deities, ancestral spirits, and other supernatural beings. This perception of the world as being imbued with spiritual forces gave rise to animistic practices, including rituals, ceremonies, and shamanic traditions aimed at maintaining harmony and balance with the natural world. As human societies evolved and developed, animistic beliefs continued to play a significant role in shaping cultural, religious, and philosophical systems. Animism influenced the religious practices of ancient civilizations such as the Sumerians, Egyptians, Greeks, and Romans, as well as indigenous cultures in the Americas, Africa, Asia, and Oceania. The animistic worldview also intersected with other religious traditions, leading to a syncretism of beliefs and the development of hybrid religious systems. The cultural manifestations of animism are diverse and varied, reflecting the unique ways in which different societies have interpreted and integrated animistic beliefs into their worldviews. In many indigenous cultures, animism is expressed through a deep reverence for the natural world and a profound sense of interconnectedness with all living beings. This is evident in the animistic practices of indigenous peoples, such as the rituals of the Inuit, the spiritual ceremonies of the Native American tribes, and the animistic traditions of various African and Asian ethnic groups. In Africa, numerous ethnic groups such as the Yoruba, Zulu, and Maasai have deep-rooted animistic practices that shape their understanding of the world. These traditions often involve rituals, ceremonies, and spiritual connections with animals, plants, and natural phenomena. Similarly, in Asia, indigenous communities like the Ainu in Japan and the Batak in Indonesia embrace animistic beliefs that emphasize harmony between humans and their environment. Animism is also evident in the artistic and symbolic expressions of indigenous cultures, as seen in the intricate carvings, paintings, and sculptures that depict spiritual beings, totemic animals, and mythological narratives. These artistic representations serve as a means of conveying the animistic worldview and preserving cultural heritage for future generations. Furthermore, animistic beliefs have influenced the oral traditions, folklore, and mythologies of many indigenous societies, shaping their narratives of creation, cosmology, and the relationship between humans and the natural world. From a philosophical perspective, animism raises fundamental questions about the nature of reality, consciousness, and the human experience. The animistic worldview challenges the dualistic and anthropocentric assumptions of Western philosophy, which often separates humans from the rest of the natural world and privileges rationality over intuition and spiritual insight. Animism offers an alternative ontology that recognizes the agency and personhood of non-human entities, including animals, plants, rocks, and celestial bodies. The philosophical implications of animism also extend to ethics, as the animistic worldview emphasizes the interconnectedness and interdependence of all life forms. This ecological perspective challenges the human-centric exploitation of the environment and advocates for a more harmonious and sustainable relationship with the natural world. Moreover, animism invites philosophical inquiries into the nature of consciousness and the boundaries of the self, and the possibility of communication and communion with spiritual beings. In the modern era, animism continues to be a relevant and vital aspect of global cultural diversity, as well as a subject of academic interest and social activism. Indigenous communities around the world are actively engaged in preserving and revitalising their animistic traditions, despite the pressure of globalisation, colonisation and environmental degradation. The resurgence of interest in animism has also led to collaborations between indigenous knowledge holders and scholars from various disciplines, resulting in a deeper understanding of animistic worldviews and their implications for contemporary challenges. Furthermore, the principles of animism have resonated with movements advocating for environmental conservation, indigenous rights, and the recognition of non-human personhood. The ethical and ecological insights of animism have informed debates on climate change, biodiversity loss, and the ethical treatment of animals, prompting a re-evaluation of humanity's relationship with the natural world. In academic circles, animism has become a subject of interdisciplinary research encompassing anthropology, sociology, religious studies, environmental ethics, and indigenous studies. In conclusion, animism is a rich and complex concept that encompasses a wide array of historical, cultural, philosophical, and contemporary dimensions. Its enduring relevance lies in its capacity to offer alternative perspectives on the human-nature relationship, challenge dominant paradigms of knowledge and ethics, and inspire a deeper appreciation for the diversity of spiritual and cultural expressions. By engaging with animism, we can gain valuable insights into the interconnectedness of all life forms and cultivate a more holistic and sustainable approach to our existence on this planet.